Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve Codeforces problem Sea and Islands. Before we start looking the details of this problem, I want to mention that my channel is dedicated to help people who are preparing for coding interviews and Java J2 interviews. On my channel there are over 200 solved different coding questions which were previously asked by big tech companies like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo and many others. As well as there are other playlists for Java J2 interview preparation that you can find really useful in your interview preparation. So if you are preparing for coding interviews or Java J2 interviews or simply learning Java concepts, then this channel can definitely help you in that. So please subscribe to the channel. So let's start looking into the problem statement for sea and islands. A map of some object is a rectangular field consisting of n rows and n columns. Each cell is initially occupied by the sea, but you can cover some cells of the map with sand so that exactly k islands appear on the map. We will call a set of sand cells to be island if it is possible to get from each of them to each of them by moving only through the sand cells and by moving from cell only to a side adjacent cell. The cells are called to be side adjacent if they share a vertical or horizontal side. It is easy to see that islands do not share cells, otherwise they together form a bigger island. Find a way to cover some cells with sand so that exactly k islands appear on the n by n map, or determine that no such way exists. The input has single line consisting of two positive integers n and k, which is n by n matrix, and k is number of islands that we are trying to create on the grid, right? And then output is the yes or no. No is like if the answer doesn't exist, then we have to print no. If the answer exists, means if there are k number of islands we can create into the grid, then we have to say yes, and then we have to print the grid after we create the islands, right? So they have given us this example. So it is a 5 by 5 grid and we have to create two islands. So as you can see, they have created islands like this. So this is all L is basic, sorry, S is sea and L is land. So this is one island as you can see, and this is another island that you can see, right? So this is yes is the answer. We can create two island like this. But what they are saying, if there can be multiple answers, so we can print any of the answer basically, right? So the other example they gave us is again we have a 5 by 5 grid and we want to create 25 islands. So 25 island is not possible, right, if it is a 5 by 5 grid. So let's take a example here. So let's go to the whiteboard. So this is the whiteboard, so let's go here. So as you can see, this is the 5 by 5 grid which is given to us. So S is a sea and L is land basically, right? So let's say we want to create two islands basically. So we want to create two islands. So how we can create two island is, for example, one way to create is I can convert this S into L, right? So this S I can convert into L. So this is one island I can create, and another island I can create is here. Also I can convert this S into L, right? So this is again one island, right? Why it is island? Because it is covered by sea in all four directions, right? if if you see this land cell, then it is covered by sea in all four directions. These are obviously this is sea, right, means outside. So similarly this is also, if you look at this cell, after we create it as a land, then this is covered in all four directions by sea, right? So it is also island. So this is how we can create an island. This is one way to create island. uh, so another, again, if we, for example, if we convert this S into L, right, this means this sea cell into land cell, then you can check that all four directions are sea around it. So this is an island. That's what island definition is. So we have to, basically the problem says that we have to check if we can create k number of islands in this grid, right? K number of islands. So n is equal to 5, that is given to us. So this is 5 by 5 grid, right? This is 5 rows and 5 columns. So this is 5 by 5 grid, and then k is also given to us. K is equal to uh, let's say we have k is equal to 10, right? So we want to check if 10 islands can be created with this grid basically, right? So one way to greedily solve this problem is, what we can do is we can take this grid, right, and we can start converting uh, cells, like which is like alternating cells as a land cell basically, right? So let me just do one thing. Let me move this so I can make some space so I can show you what I mean to say. So let's just move this a little bit further. So okay, so now let's say we have, let's create one matrix, right? So this is 5 by 5 matrix. So let's just say this is a 5 by 5 matrix, right? So 1 2 3 4 5, right? 1 2 3 4 5 again here, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So these are 5 by 5 grid that is given to us, and we want to create 10 islands in this grid, right? And we have to check if it is possible or not possible, right? If it is possible, we have to display the grid that we have created, right, with the islands. So what we can do is, uh, when we want to greedily solve this problem, we can start creating islands by from this start here, right? So island is land cell is L, right? So here we can put L. We will skip this cell. This is a C cell. Again we can keep L here. Again we will skip this cell. Again we can keep L here, right? So these are land cells. Now we have created 3 islands. Similarly, we can again, now we cannot put L here, right? Because we don't want to create a big island, right? So we want to skip this cell as a C cell. We will put L here, right? Here we will put L. Here we will put L. Now, alternatively, now again we will put L here. So this is how we are creating islands here, right? So this is the way we can alternatively put it, so we can create maximum number of islands. So you can see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So 13 is the maximum number of islands we can create, right? But now we only want to create 10 islands. So what it means is, the last 3 cells that we put, we don't want to put, right? Because this is, so we are just reverting back. So these are 10 islands actually, as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. And for the remaining cells we have to put that those are the C cells, right? So let me just put C cells there. So what it means is, we will have to put S there, right? This is a C cell, so S, correct, S. So we can like greedily create islands like this basically, and it should match to the K that is given to us, right? Once we meet the K, like at this point we got 10 islands, so we will stop here, right? And remaining cells will be C cells. So this is the matrix that we have to return in this case, when we are trying to create 10 islands. So as you can see, this is the same as this one, right? So this one and this one is same, you can see. So L L L, so these are the L L L L L and here L L. So total 10 islands, right? So let's count this. So 1 2 3, so these are the islands, right? 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, right? So this is how, once we reach 10 we will stop. All other cells will be C cells basically, right? And we have to just output this with yes, because we can create K is equal to 10 islands with this matrix, right? If we get anything which is greater than 13, then we know that we cannot create that many islands, right? So we have to return no in that case, right? So as you can see, the second example is asking us to create 25 islands. So this is no, because we cannot. We can maximum create 13 islands as I showed you here, right? 13 islands. So let's just take a look at the Java code. Java code is pretty simple. So we will start creating the, we will start iterating through each row, and first we will start creating from this point. So how we will do it? So this one is I is equal to 0, right? I is equal to 0 and j is also equal to 0, right? J is equal to 0. So we will just sum them up. So 0 plus 0 is 0, and we will take, if mod 2, if it's mod 2 is equal to 0, then we will create island, right? So we will create an island here. Here also I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 2. So 2 mod 2 is 0, so we will create island here, right? Here I is equal to 0, I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 4. So again we will create island here, because 4 mod 2 is 0, right? So that is the logic to solve Codeforces C and islands problem. So let's look at the Java code. So n is equal to 5 and k is equal to 10. This is given to us. So I just created one array. This is a character array of n by n, and we are greedily going through all the rows and all the columns here, and we are summing them up, right? I plus j, and we are checking if k is greater than 0, right? If k is greater than 0 and sum mod 2 is equal to 0, right? Then we will create a land cell here, and we will decrement k. So k is 10 in the beginning, so it has to be greater than 0, right? First we wanted to create 10 islands, so whenever we create one island we will decrement 1 k basically, right? And we will assign this cell as a land cell. So this one L means basically land cell, right? And otherwise, if we will make this as a C cell, right? C cell. So this is a very straightforward solution. So we will keep summing them I plus j, and we will check if k is greater than 0, means we have to create some island, and if our sum mod 2 is equal to 0, then we will make that L basically, correct? So if you go back here, if you go back, then in this case, let's say this is the case, right? So in this case I is equal to 1 and j is equal to 0, right? J is equal to 0. So 1 mod 2 is not equal to 0, right? 1 mod 2 is equal to 1 is not equal to 0. So we will not make it as a island, right? So it is C cell. Here it will be island basically, right? Because it is 1 1. So 1 plus 1 2, 2 mod 2 is equal to 0. So we will make it island basically. So that's what we are doing here. And after we are done, we will just check if our k, if it's greater than 0, it means that we are not able to create as many islands as it asks us to create, right? Then in that case we have to return no, print no here. Otherwise we have to print yes, and we have to print our character array, right? This is the character array that we have to print, that we created here, right? This array. So we will just go through this array and we will print it, right? The character array. So let's just go ahead and execute this one, so you will know how it works. So as you can see, in this case we are printing yes, we want 10 islands. So as you can see, we have created 10 islands. It's the same example that we took, right? So if we have to, let's say we have to just create 2 islands, right? Then 2 islands means this is how it will look like, right? This one first island we created, this is second island we created, all others are C cells basically, correct? If it is more than 13 islands, like if it is 15, let's say, then we will get no, because we cannot create more than 13, right? So we get no here. If it is 13, then we can create maximum number of islands, right? 13. So we should get yes here. So as you can say, we are getting yes. So all the islands we have created here, as you can see, alternate else, these are all, L is island, right? So these are all islands until this point. So all islands we have covered. So all maximum 13 islands we can create with 5 by 5 grid, right? So this is the way we can solve Codeforces C and islands problem. So I hope you understood the details of how we have created the grid and how we have converted every cell into land cell or C cell based on the conditions that are given to us, and we use the logic of I plus j mod 2 to create the islands, right? I plus j mod 2, if it is 0, if it is equal to 0, we will make it as an island. when we need more islands, right? And if we are done with the amount of islands they ask us to do, then we will just stop creating any more islands. So if you are new to my channel, there is a playlist called as Codeforces on my channel. There are a lot of Codeforces problems solved and explained in Java. You can take a look if you are preparing for coding interviews. That will be helpful. Also, there is very big playlist on my channel for lead code and lean code solutions, that were problems asked by big tech companies like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, and many other big tech companies. You can take a look into that problems and practice those problems. Those are important coding questions varieties like graph problems, binary search tree problems, dynamic programming problems, and many other varieties of problems that can help you in your job interview preparation. You can check it out. um, if you find this video helpful, if you like the way it's created and explained with whiteboarding and Java code examples, then please like it and share it with your friends and colleagues. Subscribe to the channel. Your subscription can really help the channel, because that is the way the channel can reach to more people who need help in solving different varieties of coding questions. They can watch these solved coding problems and understand how to approach different varieties of coding problems in Java, what APIs and Java data structures to use to solve different varieties of problems. They can learn from these videos, because that is the goal of the channel, to help as many people as possible in their coding and Java J2 interviews. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you have any questions, please write in the comments and share this video with your friends and colleagues, and thanks for watching the video.